Let's play! Whoa!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Last time we left off, we started looking within the desert town of Torito for the third Azran egg, and it looks like these people are being terrorized of this big red wolf named Old Red. And funny enough, Old Red has the Azran egg around his neck, so we gotta see what we can do. Apparently the sheriff says that he is holed up in an abandoned mine, so that's where we're gonna go. I mean, and this thing was taking up the whole screen, so I'm not sure how we're gonna work on this, but we'll see. So this is the mine where Old Red lives. We best be on our guard. Agreed. Luke, it's very possible that he will have a bad temperament. He may not listen to you. To be on the safe side, we should have a backup plan. Oh, no need for that. I'm sure I can sort this out. Yeah, he says that, but we'll see. Alright, so... I don't know. You know, the guide has been telling me, like, before, it was telling me where the hint coins are at. And then it wasn't. At least it'll tell me how many there is. Now it seems like it's doing it again, where, like, oh, it's telling me there is at least one hint coin right here. We'll see how long that lasts. There's one there, and there's another hint coin on this particular wall, but you need to hit it twice. There you go. And we can hunt for this minecart, and then we can zoom in on the right-hand side. Uh-oh. Well, there's Old Red. But there's a hint coin up here in the top pillar. And then we can also hunt for a skull here in the bottom right. So here's hoping I didn't miss anything. I mean, this time around it actually told me where everything was at. So I know this is going to be against better judgment. Let's talk to the wolf. Grr. Whoa! He's baring his face! That might not be a good sign. No. Grr. He seems to be in pain. I wonder if it's hunger, like the sheriff said. I hope not, because we just walked into his lair. Mind you, if he wanted to eat us, I'm sure he'd have done it by now. Oh dear. I'm not sure that's very comforting. Anyway, a gentleman never backs down from a challenge. I can do this. Old Red, please listen. We don't mean you any harm. We just want to know what's wrong so we can help. Oh, you are? So that's why. What did he say? The reason he keeps visiting Torito is because he wants to find the girl who once saved his life. Oh, see, now he's a little docile. He reminds me of like a Dragon Quest like enemy, or like a animal, just because of how expressive he is a little bit. He doesn't think he has very long left. Oh no! Oh, this is where the heartstrings come into play. Oh, he wants the thing to go before it's too late. So, he's ill? I'm not sure. He just says that he's in terrible pain. He can't find the girl himself because every time he goes into town, the people just run away in fear. Maybe we can help him find the girl and he can give us his pendant. Where's Dr. Doolittle when you need him? He's not keen on that idea. It's really precious to him. It was a gift from the girl, and now he wants to give it back. But she can't need the ore so as much as we do. What should we do? Well, if I was in his position, I'd want to do the same things. I think we should help him. He says the girl is quite short, and the last time we saw her, she was wearing a red scarf and had plaited black hair.
Come on, let's go back and find her.
All right. But at least we have a little bit of a, something to go on here. And, it is kind of a misunderstanding, obviously. But I'm getting worried now, and I see where this is probably going to go.
Sheriff Flint, if I didn't know better, I'd say you was scared of the old boy.
I am, if you don't mind me saying. The only one who's happy about old Red coming to pay us all a visit is you. He may have good intentions, like you say, but all it takes is one little accident, and he'd have one very angry mob hunting him down.
Oh, don't make such a ballyhoo. When's old Red ever said anything about eating folk? That's the darndest thing I ever heard.
Lady, I reckon anyone who claims they can speak with old boys sure to be 2 rungs short of a ladder.
Oh, that's rich. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed yourself, Flint. Besides, a wolf or two might even be good for Torito. It'd liven up this dull bug.
I'm gonna call it right now. That old lady is the young girl that he was talking about.
Wow, that lady's really having a go at the sheriff.
Indeed. Perhaps we should inquire. Alright. What's going on? Good evening, Sheriff. How about the lady whom you were arguing with? Oh, that old gal? Well, we got all pieces of odd in us, but she's just got bigger pieces than most. I'm worried one of these days she's gonna get herself into a whole lot of trouble. Heck, it's like this every time old Red pays us a visit. Some say she's the one calling the beast over.
But old Red's just a gentle giant. I hope that bossy old woman isn't bullying him.
Gentle giant? Have you got eyes in the front of your head, boy? Luke here is, let us say, a great lover of animals. He believes that, deep down, they all have a gentle side. That's sweet, but don't go siding with the old lady just 'cause it sounds nice. I reckon she's gone off her rocker.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Come on, Professor. Let's find the girl old Red has been looking for.
All right. I suppose we can always continue our inquiry later. All right. Let's head back down. One more time, actually. And we actually have somebody new here next to Derringer. She is wearing red. Not black plaited hair, but still somebody. That's a puzzle. Oh, it's Daria. Oh my god, it's freaking Daria, the column. Daria? What brings you to this remote little town? No, wait. Your next big scoop, I presume?
On the ball as always, Desmond. Oh, can I get your opinion on something? I'm thinking of publishing this puzzle along with the next article.
Better be a good one. Alright, a feathered apple. Is this another tile one? Now, let's see here. Depicted on a touchscreen are 8 coasters of various shapes and sizes, artfully arranged to form an apple. These 8 coasters can also be rearranged into the shape of an ostrich. Rearrange the 8 coasters to create an ostrich that's exactly the same shape as the one on the top screen. Okay, so we're not, straight up piling tiles, but we do have to rearrange them. I thought I was going to be able to pick them up and move them. This is a sliding puzzle. What? I don't know why I didn't even bother to even realize that, considering that, there's a counter there in the top screen. I'm trying to form, like, the head of the ostrich. I'm a little iffy how the hell they want us to do that. Like, it's probably best if I... Like, this is where we start off with. How the hell do I make that? This is a... I'm a little iffy on where to start. Like, I imagine this is the head of it right here. But then I need to make something that goes, like, at least 1 or 2 down. But... I don't see how any of this is going to work. Now, granted, I'm probably just being dumb about this, as usual, but, I don't know. Unless there's, like, some other way to think about this, but I really don't know what. Well, I may inadvertently have getting kind of the right side. I think we want... Probably want that there for the feet. It's a little too much. Okay, we got 4 there. I'm just thinking about, like, the right-hand side. We got 4 and 5 and 5. That is 7. Do I just gotta put that one block right there where the foot is, and is that it? That actually just might be it. Oh my god, okay, never mind. That wasn't that bad at all. I thought that was gonna be way worse.
Logical thinking is essential in my line of work.
Ooh, okay. You turn your apple into a perfect ostrich. We'll see how many of those we get later on. I also got another nutty roller course, Staggered Hills. Fab! That's just the sort of feedback I was looking for. Say, if you're ever back in London, drop by for a coffee. She's ignoring the rest of us. Why, I'd be delighted to. Let me just consult my extremely busy schedule. She's trying to get with Sycamore. All right. Okay. So now we have Staggered Hills. Who knew one squirrel could cause a landslide? Let it rain boulders. All right. This does Doesn't look like it's gonna be fun, but... Well... The thing is, a golden ball, or whatever, is already on the top of all that hill, so we need to somehow construct paths for that to go under. But we also need to block the tent from the other side. I mean, I guess you can simply do something like this. Why can't I roll it? Maybe because there's a thing there, you moron. I'm just kind of curious about something. We're just adding to the pile. Well, we didn't need that anyway, did we? Alright. Just want to get an idea how we can possibly handle this. Now, granted, I barely took any of this to, like, curve around. Now, I could do a pendulum thing if I do this on the right-hand side. Well, from this side? No, it should still go to, yeah, to the bottom if I do it this way. Yeah, okay. It's gonna swing. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that right. If I do the same thing with another ball, it's just gonna traverse everything. I don't know if I want that. If I can somehow swing it back up, that would be okay. Well, no, actually, no, not swing it up. If I can... I wish there was a memo here. I can take this. That should make a path. Like so. Now... Here's what I'm iffy on. Okay, maybe... Yeah, if I do it there, is that gonna matter? If I swing it from the right-hand side, I can't because there's... do this. I was really hoping I can somehow hit the ball from the right-hand side, so it's going to be one short, and I can hit it into it, but I don't think that's going to work. I can always make that little open. I mean, actually, hold on a minute. I kind of have the right idea, but I need to... I need to do this. Get out of here. Yeah, but now I don't have enough. If I didn't accidentally hit the other ball, this would have been... Okay. Shoot. Well, that was close. How did I do that again? I think I I took you. I did one. Yeah, I hope that doesn't matter. Take this. You go here. So that's a good starting point. Take this and fill in the gap here. Now, this is where I get a little iffy of where to go from here. I need this in some way, somehow. Well, actually, what the hell am I talking about? I don't need to worry about it. I got it. And then I can just simply roll the last one over there. I don't know why I was making that such way more convoluted than it needed to be. Jeez. Okay, this is actually one of the easier ones compared to the others we've had. There you go. Not too bad at all. Okay. Now let's talk to Derringer. I'm still drunk. Well, maybe not.
Well, looky who it is. Listen, I'm awful sorry about earlier.
Excuse me. Ugh. Had a nasty burp there. It's like, ugh.
It's just that I was so relieved when old Red took to the hills, I might have gone a little overboard with the celebrations.
Let bygones be bygones, Mr. Derringer. We were wondering if perhaps you could help us with something. Do you know of a girl in Torito with plaited hair and a red scarf?
Plaited hair? Why, you must mean Scarlet. Better watch yourself, Pod. She looks a demure gal, but believe me, she ain't. About now, she'll be down to the saloon, tidying up the place.
Okay. To the saloon we go. And, well, red scarf, black plaited hair. Could be it.
Oh gosh, well this ain't good. Nah, this ain't good at all.
Miss Scarlet, do you require some assistance?
Assistance for little old me? Why, thank you, sir. See, I've been hankering for a burger and I done forgot the recipe.
You forgot to make a burger? Or you mean the spices you put in it, maybe? I don't know. Burger building. Sounds good right about now. Help Scarlet make a tasty burger by jumping ingredients over one another to stack them up. Make sure to follow these rules, though. Ingredients can only move by leaping vertically, horizontally, or diagonally over other ingredients. An ingredient cannot jump over 2 or more ingredients at the same time, and ingredients you jump over are removed from the counter and put on the burger. You must finish with an ingredient in the middle of the grid and nowhere else. Wait, you must finish with an ingredient in the middle of the grid. Nowhere else. Okay. Remove ingredients from the touchscreen until only one is left, sitting in the middle. The ingredients can be removed by jumping an adjacent ingredient over them. Alright, so this is one of those ones I'm probably going to brute force, but let's see. Okay, we've definitely had our share of puzzles with this, don't get me wrong. I keep forgetting what the hell I already did so far. Why do I feel like there was something I could do there? Now that's a damn good
Here's
looking
my
good burger
answer.
right there.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That looks like one delicious burger. And all that effort you put into preparing it is sure to make it taste even better. Speaking of burgers, apparently, McDonald's is going viral because I guess they released a new burger. What the hell is it, like Big something? I think Big Arch, I believe. And the CEO was like unveiling it, talking about it, and like people were saying they're making fun of him. He's like, oh, he took such a little tiny tidbit of it, like oh, he probably didn't like it. And then like Burger King responded by having their CEO take like a big old bite of the Whopper. It's like, this is all kind of dumb. I mean, none of this stuff actually tastes good compared to like making your own burger, but yeah, just a lot of burger news in the news now. Oh, we also have Scarlett's request that got added. Okay. Now that's a mighty mouth-watering burger right there. Good work. Wait, who are you folks anyways? I'm Luke, and this is Professor Layton. Indeed. Now then, Luke here had a chat with Old Red, and he said that he would very much like to see you. Hold on a minute. You're saying you spoke with Old Red? Oh, I knew it. Ain't no one believed me and Grandma, but we knew Old Red was a kind soul. If they could see Old Red for who he really is, they'd finally start taking Grandma seriously. Can you tell the old boy something for me? Tell him to stop scaring the living daylights out of everybody in Torito. Ask him to try and make peace. I think that's something you should tell Old Red yourself. Come on, let's go and see him. Gosh, now you're talking. You okay with this, Mr. Layton, sir? Consider it yourself one of us, Miss Scarlet. Now, we'd better go quickly if we wish to see Old Red before the sun sets. All right. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to do besides going to see him. Oh no, not these bastards. Can we not? Gotcha, you big stupid dog. Hey, old man, you'll be sorry. Professor, what are they doing? This doesn't look good. Listen, you have your warning. Now let's see how tough you are. Take this. Oh, thank God. Robin, don't tell me. It's not loaded. What do we do? What do we do, McCall? Run! Robin, you ninny, wait! Urgh. Phew! It's a good job they aren't the most dynamic duo. Look, Old Red, we brought the girl. Aw, don't worry your pretty big head anymore, Old Red. I'm here now. So please stop scaring townsfolk. Do you think you can do that for me? It's okay. If you want to say something to her, I'll translate for you. What? What's wrong? He says you're not the one he's looking for. I knew it. What? But how? And I was so sure he was taking a cotton to me. I'm sorry. It looks like to find someone else. He's looking the worse for wear. We better find the right girl before it's too late. I suppose we should go back to town and think about this. No, come on. All our years of Ace Attorney, now like, all this time playing the Layton games, I think we all know where this is going. Oh. Well, I've already made my assumption in this, but once again, it's not really difficult to come to that conclusion, so... It doesn't make sense. Scarlet seemed the best fit for the description Old Red gave us. But Old Red said she didn't smell the same. Well, unless anyone else here is actually a dog, I think we can rule out that method of investigation. I don't suppose we could just bring Old Red down here to sniff her out. Nah, they ain't gonna work. The moment anybody claps eyes on him, they'll hightail it out of here.
We should also consider the possibility that the girl is not from Torito. True. She could have merely been visiting like us.
We could ask Grandma. There ain't never been a living soul pass through here without her knowing about it.
That sounds promising. Frankly, we could do with any lead at the moment, no matter how small it may be.
Great. Well, her house is this one right here. Kind of hard to miss, actually.
Perfect. Let us pay her a visit. That is very convenient.
Well, that's funny. I wonder where she's at.
Out shopping, perhaps?
Not likely. Grandma hates going out. She almost never leaves. Oh, now I'm feeling rattled. I thought she might be taking a nap behind a big sewing doohickey, but there's no sign of her. Don't worry, Scarlet. There's no point in jumping to conclusions.
Perhaps it would be best to wait here in case she happens to come back.
You know, I wouldn't mind living in a cozy little cottage like this.
Just look at these wonderful handcrafted furnishings. Original pieces like these add a real touch of character to the place.
Oh, see that photo frame? I made that one for Grandma. She was over the moon when I gave it to her.
Very nice. Wait, that photo. I think we all know where this is going. Now, there's 4 hint coins here, but guess what? I dropped my stylus. There we go. Yeah, guess what? The guy doesn't tell me where the hint coins are again. So I don't know why that one time in the mines it told me, but not anymore. So, yay. Anyway, before we search for those 4 hint coins, we can look toward the yarn here for a new collection item. The rough and ready dice. We can also hunt for a few things here, like the clock up here. And there's also a... Oh, it's a spider, but it is a hunting object, so the orb weaving spider. Okay. Now there... Let's see if we can find that hint coin. Or 4 of them, I should say. Ooh. Okay, there's 1. This is actually a puzzle, so let's wait on that. Really? You're just gonna do that? Okay. And that spider's just gonna play around with its web, so... Okay, 2... 3... I'm also avoiding hitting the photos. That might progress the story, actually. Come on, we gotta be getting close. Alright, well, that should be all 4. Now let's take a look at the books up here in the top right.
You'd have to be pretty tall to put books up there.
Speaking of books, I've got a puzzle for you, Luke.
Not now, Professor. Damn.
69. Bibliophiling 2. Pile of books has been returned to the library. It's your job to put them away. Instructions you've been given say that numbers next to and above each shelf indicate how many books should be in that row or column. Also, some books are part of a series, so they're bundled together so that they're easier for people to find. Arrange the books on a shelf so that each row and column contains the right number of books. The books can be rotated if necessary. Alright, so... So we got 3 singles, 3 doubles, 3 of the 4. So, not gonna work, not gonna work, not gonna work. The only way I could use it in this fashion, whether it's here
here or here. Now, this does kind of remind me of, like, freaking Picross. So because I'm not certain where it should go, I mean, I'm tempted just to use this for now. And just kind of take it from there. But where the hell else can I use? That's the thing. I still need to use this 2 other places. Now, granted, horizontally, it's not going to work anywhere else. Or, excuse me, vertically. Horizontally, the only places it's going to work now are... Shoot. Frankly, it only would have worked here or somewhere here. The problem is, that means I do gotta knock this down. And then this... Almost got everything. We got 5 in that column, 5 in that row now. Make a singular thing there. That means I gotta use it. I gotta use a singular elsewhere as well. I just realized I still gotta use a good amount in the second to last row there. That's dumb. Like, almost... Oh, wait, no, wait. Hold on. I mean... I guess I'm going to focus on the columns first. 1, 4, 5, 2, 3... 3, 2, 1. That's column-wise that works. Row-wise, 1, 5, 3, 5, 5, and 2. I mean, we meet the criteria. We use all the books.
I've got it, I think.
Okay.
Easy peasy, Professor.
Yep, all the books are right back where they're supposed to be. Well, at least until the next borrower comes along. That was a piece of cake! Oh ho! Impressive work, Luke. That puzzle remind me of all the books in your office that you need to put away, Professor. No, shut up, Luke. Oh! Is that you, Scarlet? It's probably their grandma. It looks really old. As it happens, no, that's Grandma back when she was my age. Is that so? What is it, Professor? I think I've worked out who the girl we're looking for is. However, I will need Scarlet's grandmother to confirm it. What in the blazes are you strangers doing in my home? Come on, we all knew where this was coming along. Oh, Grandma, I was worried sick about you. Where in tarnation have you been? Scarlet, have these rascals been harassing you? You hush now. Yeah, they're going to Vamoose, the quick shop. No, that's not it. Oh, Grandma, Old Red's been looking for someone who looks like me, and we don't know who. There, not another word, darling. Wait, did you say Old Red? Scarlet, they must be hunters. Scum of the earth they are. Knew they'd turn up on Torito's doorstep one day or another. Grandma, no. Mr. Layton and his pals aren't hunters. Oh, they aren't? Well then, Mr. Layton, why don't you tell me what you're doing out here, eh?
Madam, please. I assure you we intend no harm. We only wish to inquire about Old Red.
No. You can't fool me with your gentle person act. I know just will make you show your true colors. I'm doing a puzzle.
A nightly trial. This country's national flag has the same design on its front and back. Would-be knights in this land undergo a series of grueling tests, one of which involves counting the number of squares that are on the national flag. Prove yourself worthy of a knighthood by working out how many squares are on this national flag. Well, apparently there are 1 and 2, 8 or 9, but... And it's the same design, front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, those are individual squares. But do we consider... You know what? I just thought about something. Would that technically be considered squares? Like, we don't necessarily have a full-on cover, like, of coverage, all 4 sides. So I guess it's kind of hard to say, like, hey, that's actually... that's actually a square. With that in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times 2 will have, my math is bad, 34, if I'm not mistaken. But I still don't know if that's everything. Because another way I was looking at it is like, what about, you know, combining squares to form, like, how many like little squares can it take to form a big one? And what I'm kind of thinking now is... Actually, that's not going to work. Because at some capacity, somebody's not going to be happy. Maybe not. So I think I'm on the right track with the 17 squares because of the whole thing of some of them not being fully closed off on all 4 sides. But that's way too easy just to look at individual squares like that. I am trying to think a bigger picture, but I also want it to be something that's a little bit more... that makes sense? I mean, there's one here... You know when you look at a, like a image like or pattern long enough, like it kind of stands out? That's considered a square, would it not be? But now it's like, what about the rest? Like I want to say like that,
you know, which can also mean this. But then we have the 2 on that side. Like, do I just not count them? Like, I feel like I don't know. I feel iffy about that. But I guess, like, one way or another, however you handle it, well, is it still going to be contained, though? Because maybe not. Like, the outside edges are not going to work. But something like that would. Because it's all contained. And I guess we can go 1 over 2. I think that's the only way that we can do it then. Because if we can't really get a bigger square from anything on the outside because it's not going to be fully sealed on all sides. But these will. So we have 17 individual squares, right? Then we have the large square in the middle, so that's 18. And then if we can make up 4 squares with 4 squares within them. So it'll be 19, 20, 21, 22. And I really think that's the only way that we can take a look at this and still be considered a square. So at that point, this should now be 22 times 2. Which, obviously, if you guys know how to math, I'm sure you guys are better than me, but at the end of the day, it's 44.
You know, I think this may be it.
There we are.
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
Chivalry isn't dead. The same design is shown on both the front and the back of the flag, so the answer is 44, not 22. Knights need brains as well as broad, you know. Another new item of clothing, the super trendy trousers. Seems you ain't fixed for trouble after all. What's your game? We would ask only that you come with us to see Old Red. What? You want to bring this lady along? I believe there's been a great misunderstanding. What do you mean, Professor? You recall that Old Red wished to see the girl that once saved him, yes? Yeah, and he gave a really specific description, too. I was so sure we'd find her. On the contrary, with the description that we were given, it would be impossible to find this girl in the present day. Now, had we sought for her in the past, our conclusion may have been very different. Isn't that right, Miss Ruby? Now, how would a posse of strangers like you folk know something like that? Let's just say we were able to establish a means of communication with the resident wolf. That wolf has been desperately trying to contact you, the girl who once saved him before his life expires. Oh, that poor fella. Well, I guess I should be thankful you're telling me this now. I'd gone sooner, but this frail old body can be a nuisance like you wouldn't believe. Well, what are we waiting for? I love how she is part of the group now there momentarily, so... Alright, let's go ahead and go see Old Red. And I'm bracing myself because I'm scared. Here she is, Old Red. This is the person you were looking for, isn't it? Old Red? Is that really you? That helpless little pup I rescued way back when? You finally twigged then. It's me, Old Red. It's Ruby. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Well, summer likes a good pampering. Look at you, old puppy dog-eyed and meadows, honey. Whoo! You ain't changed a bit, old boy. Who knew you were hurting? You tried to see this decrepit old lady one last time. You're a real tearjerker, you know that? Woo! He promised to return that pendant to you one day. That's why he was so desperate to find you. That's so. That's so. When I gave you that pendant, I thought of it as a sign that there'd always be a special bond between us. Always. Doesn't feel right to be taking it back. But if it's what you really want. There we go. Woo! What's the matter, old boy? No! Woo! He says the pain went away. Oh. Oh my! So this pendant's the thing that's been causing you all that bother. Is that what you're saying? Golly, you were such a tiny pup when I met you. I didn't think about it getting tight around your neck as you got bigger. Idiot. So Old Red really wasn't ill after all, thank God. He must have been able to perceive that something was wrong, but unable to pinpoint the exact problem. So it was a bit of a wild goose chase in the end. Still, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Thought I was gonna have another Lucia moment on my hands there. Old Red did not come to Torito to scare its inhabitants. In fact, the wolf only wished to return a pendant to the girl who once saved his life. The people of Torito can rest assured that they have no need to fear Old Red. Well, I'll be. I never have believed it. I trust Torito will welcome him in now. I assure you, Old Red is a gentle creature. He would never attack this town or its people. After all, this is where his best friend lives. My eyes are telling me one thing, but in my head it still don't wash. Ah, hang it all. He's a real curly wolf, ain't he? Maybe now you'll stop being such a croaker and keep an open mind. Now I have a question for you, Mr. Layton. You didn't just come here to help Old Red out of the old kindness of the heart now, did you? Alas, no, that was not our original goal. We were actually hoping to acquire the pendant that was around Old Red's neck. You want this pendant? That's the reason why you've been chasing the old boy like a hungry coyote? I suppose now there ain't nothing to stop him coming down to see me. Maybe we don't need it no more. Go on, take it, before I change my mind. Are you quite sure, madam? Now, what did I just say? All else I could do was give it to Scarlet, much as she don't care for it. When I first saw that tall hat of yours, I thought, Ruby, your granddaughter's falling in with a bad crowd. Now I see it ain't so. Take it already. I got a hunch you need it more than she and I. Number 3 acquired. Thank you, Ruby. Your kindness shows no bounds. We're glad to have been of assistance. Well then, it's time for us to depart. Perhaps we will cross paths again in future. Yay. That's just nice that there's all chilling out there now. Now, before we can finish this off, there is, in actuality, one more puzzle that we can access within the house by talking to Scarlet again here. Gosh, this won't do at all, will it? It doesn't even look anything like it's supposed to be. Anything I can help with? Maybe. I thought I'd design a special burger for Old Red, but despite all my trying, nothing works. You got any ideas for me? We just did a burger puzzle, but I guess, hey, why not? Let's do a second one. Burger building 2. Create a recipe for the old Red special. Same rules that we have. They can only move by leaping vertically, diagonally. Wait, not horizontally, apparently. It has to be. Well, I guess you really can't do horizontally per se. Either way, it can go diagonally or vertically. Can't jump over more than 2 at the same time. Anything that gets jumped over gets removed. And we have to finish an ingredient in the middle. Alright, yeah, this is going to be a little bit more involved. How the hell did I get that my first shot?
This is how it's done.
It happens sometimes.
Good stuff.
Puzzles. Meaty stuff. A mighty burger indeed. Maybe it's just a tad too big to take a bite of, though. And another new item of clothing, the fluffy bag. Hey, that ain't bad. I'm proud to know you, ma'am. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't have done it without the chef's guidance. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good myself. You think Grandma will want to bite? I'm hoping to spread the word so everyone knows old Reg is being a big old softy. I'm sure he would appreciate the sentiment. Might I suggest including cafe au lait on the menu? That's funny, mister. I was thinking maybe I could invite old Red himself down for when I unveil a new specialty. I'm not sure how well that would go down, but you could pretty much guarantee no food would go to waste. Alright. And that is all there is to this area. Now, before I go back to the airship here, let's take a look at a few things. Like this rough and ready dice. That is awesome looking dice. These rather annoying dice are guaranteed never to land where you like them to. Oh yeah, it's not practical to use. It's just like, hey, this is kind of funny to look at. And the journal itself, we have all 10 there, yay. Alright. Now, I'm at 182 coins. What I don't know is, like, is that correct? Let's hope I didn't miss anything. I think so. If I type in 183, does it tell me where it is? Yeah, 183 is starting with the new area. So yeah, no, we got all the hint coins so far, so that's good. That makes me feel a lot better. Now we can go ahead and go back to the airship, finish off this portion of the journey, and next time we'll go to... I keep forgetting what the hell the fourth area is. The walled city is the last one. I keep forgetting what the hell the fourth one is. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust your expedition was a roaring success. It was indeed. And we were able to obtain an egg thanks to Luke's unconventional language skills. Yep, being able to talk to animals certainly has its advantages. That is marvelous news. I shall begin preparations for our departure whenever you are ready. You know, this egg is the first Azran artifact to be discovered in this part of the world. I had no idea that Azran once lived here. We did, but even in our time it was an arid land. Aurora, you recovered memories of this place? Partially, yes. I recall that the Azran once tried to rejuvenate this dying land, but the technology was, at the time, insufficient. They could not restore balance to this ecosystem. That is all I remember. Fascinating. So the Azran, like us, lived through ages of varying technological progress. Do you think they started out like people in the Stone Age with really primitive tools? Do you think they watched an anime Dr. Stone? A very probable theory, Luke. Mankind has always built upon the past in the hope of founding an ever brighter future. And now that Torito has made peace with Old Red, they can look forward to a brighter future too. I wholeheartedly agree. Well, I believe it's about time for us to depart. Shall we? Yes, we shall. That was a nice little area to investigate. He's still kind of creepy looking there, but you know, like he means well. That is a big ass steak, though. Oh, jeez. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. We so it looks like on average it takes like 2 episodes or so to finish, to go through an area, which it's nice. I like this idea of like these bite-sized places to visit. I'd rather there be smaller places with things to do compared to having this very large world with nothing. And frankly, that was always the thought process I had anytime they would advertise games like the GTA series, where they're like, oh my god, the map is so huge. It's 4 times the size of GTA 4 and 5. And it's like, okay, cool. It's big. Can I do much in it? Or are you going to be really localized or centralized in a particular area of the map? And sure, you can explore, but is there anything fascinating, to do or to find over there? Maybe. And, once again, to each their own. That's why I love games, like everybody, there's bound to be something for somebody. So, but personally, I wouldn't mind smaller maps that are jam-packed with things to do and see. But either way, next time we will start our lookout for the 4th Azran egg and take things from there. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time for Let's Play Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. Love you all so much, and don't forget to spread that love. Don't forget to spread that love around. I'm very tired. Have a great day, everybody.